Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In this video, I want to talk about the Madden prediction for Super Bowl 50, Panthers and Broncos, and what is concerning about this prediction. I'm also going to talk about John Madden himself, who the game is named after, longtime player, coach, announcer. Notice that they predict the Panthers will win 24-20, and the article says that Madden has made 12 predictions, getting 9 of the 12 right to date. 75% batting average, in other words. Anyhow, this final score they have predicted, 24-20, is concerning because of the sum of 44. This year, the Super Bowl's on 2/7, February 7th, a lot like 27, the 38th day of the year. And now here comes a prediction of 44. In a video I did a week ago, I showed how all of this programming, coding involved in the Super Bowl seems to foreshadow the death of the 44th president. Keep in mind the number 27, as in February 7th, is associated with death, and the word death has a gematria of 38. This year the Super Bowl is on the 38th day. The word kill also has a gematria of 44. Now, further, in the stats, it predicts that Cam Newton will have 216 passing yards, going 19 for 26. 216 is a backhanded way of getting to 666. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. President Obama is born August 4th, the 216th day of the year. Show you this real quick. Gematria, kill equals 44, death equals 38, the 27 club. These numbers all show up around death so often, and every president who has died in this nation has had a connection to 44. The first president to die in office, William Henry Harrison, died on April 4th. All the rest connections to 44. The last president to die in office was JFK, who died died as the 44th term president. He was the 35th president, 44th term. What's interesting about JFK being the 35th president is the word Catholic equals 35. He's the only Catholic president to date. And here's a recent headline about JFK. This came out November 22nd, 2007, at the time Obama was thinking about running for president. 44 years after JFK's death, new assassination plot revealed. And where does it say he was almost killed? In Chicago at Soldier Field at a football game. Think about how Obama is from Chicago. And all year I've been talking about all the Chicago connections to this Super Bowl. 46th Super Bowl of the modern era. Chicago equals 46. Chicago, the birthplace of football. First NFL teams from Chicago. So here's Obama's birthday. August 4th, 216th day of the year. 8-4. Obama in Jewish gematria equals 84. United States of America equals 84. Notice that day also leaves 149 days remaining in the year. Skull and Bones equals 149. The Masonic Order. Think of the Dark Knight Rises film where it shows the stadium explode, but it shows the number 322 just before the stadium explodes. 322 is the number of Skull and Bones. Masonic Order that puts people in high places. Former presidents have been part of Skull and Bones. I don't think Obama is, but it's secret now. They don't reveal who. This Super Bowl also is number 1, Cam Newton, versus number 18, Peyton Manning. 118. In Jewish gematria, death equals 118. It's one more creepy connection. Panthers equals 38. Colorado equals 38. Colorado's the 38th state. The Super Bowl again is on the 38th day of the year. In the article, they didn't give their full history of all 12 predictions, but I'll show you what's interesting about the ones that they did predict. They showed last year's how the prediction was right on. Madden predicted the Super Bowl would be 28-24, New England over Seattle. That's what the final score was. These are the other games they let us know about. They went back to Super Bowl 38. That's as far as they went back. They cut it off there. So from Super Bowl 38, where the first Madden prediction began, Patriots versus Panthers, they predicted the Patriots would win. They did win. Super Bowl 39, they predicted the Patriots would beat the Eagles. They did. Super Bowl 40, they predicted the Steelers would beat the Seahawks. They did. Super Bowl 41, They predicted the Colts would beat the Bears. They did. Remember, Manning was on that team. It's his only Super Bowl win. He defeated the Chicago Bears. This year there's heavy Chicago theming. And notice what the score of that game was. 29-17, a sum of 46 points. Chicago equals 46. This year Manning's birthday is 46 days after the Super Bowl. The one they got wrong was the one that the whole nation got wrong. Everybody thought it was impossible for the Patriots to lose to the Giants. The Giants won. That was the lone pick that Madden got wrong in this span of years that they show. They also show Super Bowl 43. They predicted Steelers over Cardinals. They were right about that. And they showed Saints versus Colts, the last Super Bowl that Manning lost with the Colts. He's lost one with the Colts, one with the Broncos. He's 1-2. He's either going to become 2-2 or 1-3 in this Super Bowl. But Madden predicted Saints over Colts. They were right. And also think about how Manning played his whole career his father, Archie Manning, played his whole career with the Saints. Manning loses to the Saints in the Super Bowl. Such a scripted league. But what they did here is they gave us 8 total games that they predicted, and their record here is 7-1. 7-1. 7-1 from the games shown in their article. They didn't show the other ones. 7-1's a lot like 71. If you write out 71, it sums to 144. If you write out 44, like the sum of the score they predicted, it sums to 144. These are special numbers, also numbers connected to assassination. JFK died on the first day of Sagittarius, having gematria of 144. His brother, Robert Kennedy, died at 1:44 in the morning. April 4th, when written out in gematria, also sums to 144. A president and MLK have died on that day. These numbers, the numbers of assassination, it's very creepy that they show up here. The word Catholic also has a gematria of 71. A lot of killing by 44 in the Catholic Church, from popes to presidents. Last year's Super Bowl also had a major connection to this number, the one that Madden got right. Glendale, Arizona has gematria of 144. So does Scientology. It was the first Super Bowl with a Scientology commercial, which was fitting because Scientology was established in Phoenix, right by Glendale, where the Super Bowl was. Phrase Mark of the Beast has gematria of 144. If you sum the first 144 decimal points of pi, it sums to 666, which is the number that represents the Mark of the Beast. As for John Madden, he has gematria of 88. This year the Super Bowl's in California, one of 2 states with a gematria of 88. Coldplay's the halftime entertainment. Coldplay equals 88. Elway lost to the first black QB in the history of the NFL in the Super Bowl in the year 88 on a date with 58 numerology. And this year Cam Newton's the 58th QB to start in a Super Bowl. Freemasonry equals 58. Now check this out with John Madden, who's currently 79 years old. The word murder equals 79. He might be a Super Bowl sacrifice before, during, or in the days after. He was born on a date with a life lesson number of 33, also a date with birth numerology of 50. This is for Super Bowl 50. John Madden's career began in 1958, Freemasonry again equals 58. This year, Cam Newton, 58th QB to start. The reflection of 85, National Football League equals 85. Ron Rivera played on the 85 Bears that won the Super Bowl 46-10 with the revolutionary 4-6 defense. Chicago equals 46. Hello. 46 Super Bowl of the modern era this year. Show you something about death in this Super Bowl. This story came out at the end of October. In October, based on this story, I said the Broncos would be in the Super Bowl. Look at where they died at. Colorado Street. Colorado, the 38th state. Colorado equals 38. Also, notice down below, exit 142. Here's why that creeps me out. President Obama in gematria sums to 142. This story is about a one-car wreck where somehow the driver, the only person in the vehicle, was ejected out the back windshield and supposedly landed on this sign. Keep in mind this sign's just off of I-5 in California. in Glendale, California, reminding of Glendale, Arizona, last year's Super Bowl location. Anyhow, this is right next to a gigantic cemetery, this exit. All about death. See what's going on here, Truth Seeker? So this Madden prediction, very creepy. Out of the picks they showed, they were 7-1. If they got this one wrong, they would be 7-2 from what this article showed. And think about how the Super Bowl's on February 7th, written 2/7 or 7/2. This is how they do it, Truth Seeker. The reason Madden was right on the money last year is because it's all rigged. It was just part of the big joke in everyone's face, the big insult. All right, until next time.